Hey, I'm Andy.
And I'm Ryan.
We're coming at you for another unboxing at Popcultcha TV.
I'm going to be unboxing the Symbiote Black Suit Spider-Man premium format figure.
And I'm going to be unboxing the 1/4 scale Spider-Man from Iron Studios.
Let's take a look.
We're 370 or something like that.
Oh, sir. 318. There you go, guys. The 1/4 scale Spider-Man by Iron Studios.
Now, in assembling this, we did have a bit of trouble. Some of the pieces are very fragile, so you will need to take 100% care in making sure that you're taking your time, being patient, you're not trying to force anything into where you think it needs to go.
Spider-Man's only holding on by a little pole underneath his butt. So you've got to be really careful when putting him on. Obviously, don't shake it at all. We were very nervous when putting that part on.
Also, the Oscorp sign, they're in 2 pieces. Again, very fragile, and there is some movement in them, so you will need to be, again, very careful when putting them together.
They're not hard fixed pieces. They have, if you touch them, they just move.
Cool. So Ryan, tell me about the premium format.
First thing we really liked about this Black Suit Spider-Man premium format is the base. It's fantastic, splitting off the bottom there. It's captured some great action. It's not just a stationary piece that's just sort of standing there. They've really captured the action of Spider-Man straight off the comic.
Look, the dynamic aspect of this piece is incredible. You've got the varied paintwork from the top of the iron structure down to the bottom. You've got the reflection of the explosion down the bottom of the beam. It really does give the impression that this piece is in motion, and it's complemented from a display point of view by the sort of the sleek black base at the bottom, so it's not going to look out of place with the rest of your premium format figures.
If I had to have one flaw about it, I'd say it should be a little bit darker. He's almost an extremely dark blue versus just being a black figure. I thought he was going to be a little bit darker than that. Other than that, I think he's a great piece.
No, you know, if we look at it from a comics perspective, you know, the blue always has been the highlighting color for Black Suit Spider-Man, because you can't really print too much black, otherwise it looks out of place. So that could have been their decision in the paintwork here. So let's talk about the 1/4 scale Iron Studios Spider-Man. It's incredible. First off, the impression you get is just wow. It's so dynamic. There's so much going on. You've got so many references to Spider-Man. I mean, you've got your pumpkin bomb, you've got your camera Peter Parker, you've got your Dr. Octopus, tentacle coming up, exploding out of the Oscorp building, another Goblin reference there. There's just so much going on with it. From a dynamic perspective, Spider-Man is only pinned down by a single point on his back of his leg here, and that really brings out sort of the complexity of the piece and the amount of layers that are actually, from a 3-dimensional perspective, come together. I mean, you could display this from any perspective and it's going to look amazing. Ryan, tell me what grabbed your eye to begin with.
It's hard to go past the detail. Yeah, I'm looking at it from the different angle for you guys. You could look at it this way, it looks fantastic. You see the Oscorp sign, looks like he's jumping across the front of the statue. You can barely see that he's even attached. He could just be hovering there. And they've really skipped no detail whatsoever in designing this. And there's a really cool texture to the suit of Spider-Man.
Yeah, the texture's incredible, and
right up close to it.
The paintwork as well. I mean, just looking at his armpit here, you've got, I can see about 3 different tones of blue just in that one piece, and it really brings out, you know, the fine mold that Iron Studios have actually put in, but quality control and the paintwork that's actually come out of the factories, which is great. You've got your LED aspects here, which really highlight Spider-Man, really bring the piece together as a diorama, which is amazing. This is the most impressive 1/4 scale piece we've seen out of Iron Studios so far. We've previously landed some of their legacy replicas from Avengers 2 Age of Ultron, but this is the first sort of comic book example that they've actually brought forward to us, and we're stoked with how it looks.
Both available now at popcultcha.com.
Thanks guys, we'll see you later.